Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your presence. Of course, if this is your first time, kindly make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All the amazing stuff. But of course, if you're part of us, you've already subscribed, you're supporting your girl, I really appreciate. Just confirm that you've liked before you proceed watching. This is a very risky live stream because there is no power. I think my laptop needs a replacement at this point because the battery life is very, very low, very low. So I'm just risking in case in case the power does not come back. In case it doesn't come back, we'll call it a day. So I just want to talk about the thumbnail and the title. If the gadgets go off, we call it a day. There is always another time or tomorrow. So, guys, yeah, that is my problem for today. If you come from America, I need a laptop. I need an Apple laptop. I think we should even start with that. Let me, Marwa. Guys, I'm joking when it comes to that. Let me play something. I'm just trying to relate to what Marwa said. Let me pull up that receipt because I always got time when it comes to Marwa's shenanigans. If you're coming from America, guys, my laptop is a problem. Look at my issues out here. My laptop needs a retirement.
We also have another land up here, but a small portion. When we first, okay, I know this can be controversial, but I want to explain.
No, I'm not talking about that, Mura saying. So we'll come back to that. I'm talking about my laptop. If you come from America, if you're coming from America, don't forget me, guys. Where is it? Oh my goodness. If you come from America, listen to this.
Like this horse has really grown. Yeah. Her name is Ladybird. She's really grown. I don't think she's on heat, but we will see this end of this month if she's. Guys, if you're coming from America, please, I need some 2 machines. Very important. And it doesn't have to be from America, even from the UK, from anywhere. I need a machine that can scan a horse to see.
I think I was even very polite, guys. Did I say that if you're coming from America, please don't forget me, guys. If you're coming from America, please no. This is how you're supposed to say. Marwa, can you repeat yourself?
I need some 2 machines. Very important. And it doesn't have to be from America, even from the UK, from anywhere.
Guys, I'm sorry, I was joking. Of course, you know I was joking. I will do it myself. We don't come out here and beg. But for Mura Senso to come out here and tell people that I need, guys, I want, do this. And do you know what he's even telling people to buy? We'll come back to the thumbnail in the title because I need to cover it before my laptop goes off. Listen to Mura Senso. Marwa, now you're losing the plot completely. Where is shame in your vocabulary? Are you not ashamed? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I need a machine that can scan a horse to see the fracture. Okay. Let's say if a horse like my injured horse, I call her my healing horse. Like my healing horse.
It's because I don't have the time today because of the situation I am in. Otherwise, I would have taken you to the horse because a vet called, guys. Hey, a vet called Mura Senso, and Mura Senso told him, go check on my horse. It's still alive. What does that mean? But the last time I saw the horse, he showed people on the streets. The horse was not badly off, guys. I thought it was just the leg. But I don't know. Horses are very complicated. It's not for an ordinary human being like me, like us, guys. Because I've had a lot of people claiming that if an horse got an injury or something, it's supposed to be taken out. I don't know. So Murasenso told the vet guy, check that horse, give it something to maybe to get rid of the flies because it's still alive. I do not know. Let's come back to what Marwa is demanding from Americans. Americans, you've suffered. You've suffered on Marwa's arms because this, not even arms, hands, not even hands. Marwa's streets. This is something that Marwa said. He needs machines to scan horses. Do you know what that tells me? That horse needs to be scanned, and probably that facility is not around in Yabwanze. Probably Marwa needs to airlift. Listen again, airlift the horse to Nairobi. And of course, you know, Murasenso cannot, he can never do that unless some donors come through for him, or maybe it needs a transport mechanism, cheaper one that it can go by land. I don't know. But if the horse is in that condition, maybe it needs to be airlifted. That is why Marwa was begging the entire video, telling people that I'm starting a masterclass of 1,000 for 15 minutes. And I'm like, Murasenso, which universe do you come from? 1,000, Mura. You think even the Americans get that in a silver plate? What do you mean? So that is the first thing. And for you, Murasenso, to come and beg for a scanning machine, take your horse to a specialist. Because even if you get that machine, will you do it by yourself? I think you will, guys, because he was giving orders to the vet, a specialist. Marwa is the one giving the orders. I'll be playing that receipt if you are lucky with the power. But apart from that, that machine, you'll still need a vet or a specialist to use it. I don't know, maybe Marwa will be using it. This guy is crazy. That is very expensive to begin with. Murasenso, the horse shenanigans is your business. Together with the American big boss Ben, that is your business, and you're doing that for profit. It's not even charity organization. Why do you need people to be catering for your expenses? What is this, guys?
I need something that I can always like scan, use to scan. And number two, I need a machine that I can use to test if a horse is pregnant or not. Like those two things. For me, they are very crucial. I really need them. Yeah. Like now I could have already tested to see if these horses are pregnant or not.
Marwa, but you can get them in Kenya. Just like I can get any type of a laptop in Kenya. Can you believe? I can also get a GoPro in Kenya. Imagine. But Marwa makes it appear like you cannot get those things in Kenya. Anyway, that is you, Murasenso, and your people. Let the Americans continue breaking their banks. Hey, for a rich millionaire in Africa. Who cares? Definitely not us. Right, guys? Now, guys, now that I've talked about the horses, let me pull up that receipt when he was talking to the vet, because that was very sus. Very, very sus. Can you show us the horse, Murasenso? Because for you to clarify that it's still alive, you might not understand until I play the receipt, because yo.
Okay, mimi ngoja nirudi shuleni kidogo. Yes, boss, nimeshaleta.
Aya, mimi napiga video pande hii.
Okay, mimi ngoja nirudi shuleni kidogo kama lisali moja hivi nirudi.
Angalia huyo farasi ule anapona, umusukumie hiyo dawa hiyo ya hiyo ingine.
Yeah, amazing hiyo.
Angalia huyo farasi bado anapona. Look at that horse. Care for that horse, is still alive. Any Swahili person, speaking person will tell you that is exactly what Marwa said.
Okay, mimi Ngoja nirudi shuleni kidogo kama lisali moja hivi nirudi.
Angalia huyo farasi ule anapona, umusukumie hiyo dawa hiyo ya hiyo ingine.
Yeah.
Marwa is telling him, go check that horse that is still alive. At the same time, I was like, is there a shoe horse? Is there two horses? One is dead, one is not. That is why you're clarifying. Listen to Marwa giving the orders, how the vet should be treating the horses.
Amazing hiyo.
Juu nimeona inzi wanamsumbua kwa hiyo miguu yote mbele.
Sawa.
Unapiga kwa vidonda alafu hapo kando usiweke nyingi sana. Kwa hiyo mguu
that powder that you're bringing with yourself, you have to place it on the wound and let it not be a lot or something. It's just some orders that a vet is supposed to conduct, not you, Mura.
Ingine upigie tu kwa juu kufukuza tu inzi. Haya.
Anyway, Mura, all the best in your horse shenanigans. Did I even welcome you guys? It's because I'm rushing, because before my laptop goes off. Island Girl, thank you so much, my super moderator. I really appreciate your presence out here. Eva Mila, greetings. Fatumo, welcome. Antoinette de Souza, thank you so much for tuning in. Who else? Jab, greetings. I see you. Good morning to you too. Gracie Griffins, hello. Thank you so much. I see you. Henry Sue, Comos, thank you so much. Let's get the likes up. Thank you so much for that comment. Over 500,000 subscribers. The amount of people giving donations are very low. The same ones blinded by Mura. Yeah, but then there are a few people, but they give large amounts of money. Doesn't make sense here. Asha Ash, thank you. I see you. Junior, greetings to you. Bohanse, greetings to you. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, let's like the live stream. I'll really appreciate. Kindly confirm that you liked before we continue. Now, let's get to the reaction of the day, because that is the most important thing. Guys, I was so shocked about these boss shenanigans, because Marwa came out here and said that he began with telling people that, guys, you know, this is very controversial. And I'm like, hey, bring it on. We need the tea. Bring it on. I'm waiting. What is it? The one that you already know you're not supposed to be saying, but you're giving us a warning in advance. Heads up. Be prepared on what I'm about to unleash. So this is what he said, guys. Grandco, I see you. Welcome. Good morning. This is what he said, guys. The first woman that I ever brought to the village. He did not even categorize, apart from my wife, the women that I brought. No, Rosie is just like any other woman, at least according to Muro Senso. Guys, the first woman, but guys, I know this will be controversial, but anyway, the first woman that I ever brought to the village is, I'll not mention the name, but she's from Thailand. You know what happened, guys? My family gave me a piece of land because I was with that girl, and Condad told me that, told us, me and Bo, as we speak, guys, Bo owns a land in that village. But of course, I don't think Bo will be bothered to follow up on that, because number one, Bo is happily married. Mura Senso, married, not in a relationship, married and happily, at least according to Bo. So Mura Senso came out here and said that we were given a land. There is a land in Nyabwanze that I own with the first woman that I ever brought. Among my women, the first woman that I ever brought to the village, we own a land. We were given by my family. And since Rocio came, since that woman that we were given the land with left, the family revoked that land because it was on condition. If it's not Bo, there is no land for you. And I was thinking, could it be the reason why Condad keeps taking back lands that he has given to Marwa? Because I believe it was even Condad that gave out that land to Marwa. Yes, it was. That is breaking news to me, guys. That is some real tea right there. New imbroglio, thank you so much, because at least we get to see not even the mindset, but the position of Congrats dad and the entire family when it comes to Rocio, dating, marrying, or whatever, courting with Murasen. So they do not prefer Rocio, at least according to what Marwa said. KM2BIS, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Same to New Imbroglio, welcome. Thank you so much. I see you. Getaway, greetings. Lit for sweets, greetings to you. Guys, have you liked Grandco? You were out here already together with Bohanse. Guys, kindly like the live stream before we continue because, what is it? Why can't you like? Let me now play the banger. Let me play the receipt because this was juicy, at least on my end. Let me play, we talk about it. 20.
When we first, okay, I know this can be controversial, but I want to explain this. When I first,
Wait.
we also have another land up here, but a small portion. When we first, okay, I know this can be controversial, but I want to explain this. When I first brought a woman into my home, the first woman I brought was called, I don't have to mention their name, but she was from Thailand. So by that time, even I didn't have a house or anything.
Marwa, don't go through the corners. You always say that you do not filter you don't filter your videos. You're trying to filter, but you cannot filter. When you mention Thailand, we know it's Bo. Anyway, continue. You didn't have a land. You didn't have a house. Continue. Fekere, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Okay, what about Bo?
My dad gifted us this piece of land here. I don't have to mention their name, but she was from Thailand. So by that time, even I didn't have a house or anything. My dad gifted us this piece of land here so that we can build a house and everything. You know, by those days, our dreams were not so big. Yes, we had dreams, but you know, as you keep growing your dreams, let me show you that land.
And the way Marwa puts across his statements, hey, if I'd be Rocio, I'll really run, run like a mad woman. Because Marwa came out here, the first statement you had, we also have a small land here. That time we didn't have big dreams. You and who? You and who? Because it's clearly not Rocio because she was not yet in the villa. Hey.
As you keep growing, those dreams keep exceeding sometimes your expectation, because maybe you realize, oh, it can actually be done. And not just can it be done, but it can be done big time. So then your dreams expand and become bigger and bigger. And then you keep working hard on your dream, you stay focused. And then it explodes, even where it scares you now. So that time when we came here, you see this area here, all the way to the farthest end, up to that small bush over there, shrub, that one.
Go to the point, Murasen. So I don't have the time to be waiting for you. He continued with the both statement in the land. We'll be coming back to that. KM, I just saw your comment. Marwa is missing Bo. But I don't know if you got the memo, Murasen. So, but Bo moved on. Bo is happily married with a ring, legally. So maybe you might as well continue begging Rocio to come back because when it comes to Bo, the ship has sailed. The train has left the station. Stay focused in such an is such an understatement. Guys, Murat and so I don't know. Maybe he's still not convincing Rocio properly to come to the villa because in the same video Rocio called, but Marwa did not even share that with the audience. He made sure to cut out that part because when you see someone calling and Marwa doesn't share that call, you just know that it's Rocio. Probably Rocio told Murat and so that don't be bringing me on your videos because I don't do that. Do you know Rocio never mentions Marwa on her videos? She never does that. So probably she's so pissed because Marwa does the opposite.
So this is my dad's land. And what happened is my dad had gifted me this land with my ex girlfriend. So, but now I don't think even if it's mine because my ex left. So because of that,
Before that, now, I don't know, probably Marwa wants that land. Of course he does. Because for Marwa to bring up something, but you're even burdening yourself because I don't think Machete guy watches your videos, but as you had Muro Sensu. Now I don't even think that I own that land because, guys, because my ex-girlfriend left. What does that mean, guys? Before anyone claims that I just did some clickbait on the thumbnail, before we contradict ourselves, what does that mean? I don't even know if that land belongs to me anymore because Bo left. It means that was very conditional. If you're to get this land, you have to be with Bo. But if you're with the parasite, hell no. And why? Why is that? I personally think that we've now cracked the reason why Condad does not go to the villa, why congratsmum does not get along with Rocio, why deemwango davyjnr does not get along with Rocio. Because of obvious reasons, we've always come out here to highlight how Rocio does not like people in the villa, when that is not the culture in Africa. But it seems that there is something deep-rooted, an issue between that family. Because for Ondari to take back that land, because Marwa did not marry Bo, but instead Rocio, I think that is so telling, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Let me finish playing that receipt, then I'll be reading your comments.
I don't think my dad had gifted me this land with my ex girlfriend. So, but now I don't think even if it's mine because my ex left. So because of that, I don't think my dad still remembers even that.
No.
But it's good that I show you what is going on.
I don't know the reason for doing that because what are we supposed to do with that information? But for you to say that your dad doesn't remember that, really? If he remembers some other lands that he was taking back, giving it to you. You remember the other week? I think it's been a month or 3 weeks. Moro Senso came out here and told the world that my dad, Machete guy, gives me a piece of land, takes it back, gives me back. Maybe it's because of Rocio. Maybe it's because he doesn't like Rocio for whatever reason that we might not even know. Because Machete guy was very willing and ready to give out a piece of land, but because it was not Bo, he took it back. Wow. Mura, I think you have a lot to tell us. Go to the point and stop cornering.
Okay, I want to pass that way. But if I keep going up,
that is you. I am done with the most important part of that receipt. Let me see what you have to say about that, guys. Let me go back up here as I come down. Bohanse, stay focused. Okay, I think I read that part. The donor should stay focused. Hey, I hope the power will be back so that I can play more receipts because I came up prepared. What's wrong with him? Talking nonsense every day. Please, yeah, guys, please give it a like. I'll really appreciate. Monique, you said if Rocio doesn't want him to mention her name, there is nothing stopping her to get on her channel and tell him just that. I think Rocio doesn't want to cross paths with Marwa's people because Rocio knows damn well that it's Marwa's people keeping her channel going. She got subscribers, fans of her own, but majority, more than 70%, are Marwa's people. The slow ones, still thinking that there'll be something going on between Marwa and Rocio. They've not broken up, things like that. I think that if they'll break up, I don't care whether they do. That is when we will know the real thing when it comes to Rocio's channel. I think that is the reason why Rocio is focusing on music, because at the moment I just saw a post that she uploaded right now. She's in the capital city of Argentina. That is Buenos Aires. Is that how you pronounce? Yeah. So I think she's trying to build something that will bring in the money so that she doesn't have to depend on YouTube, because she knows that Mura Senso will come out here and tell people and subscribe and don't support that girl. Get away. Condad has some more land to retrieve from Mura. If I would be Marwa, honestly, I'll not count on Condad's lands because very unstable. I understand Roro is 5 feet tall, spicy Latina. Monique, you said that, Monique, thank you for tuning in. You said that because they can't walk or they can't walk over Rocio. Yeah, she's not. By the way, when I heard Marwa say that, I had to go back to their videos when he was still with Bo. And let me tell you, there is a big contrast between Bo and Rocio. Bo was very polite. These bullies could walk over Bo. Bo was different, but Rocio is like, hell nah. Don't come to my villa. I've closed my villa. Yeah. And I love that, honestly, because sometimes if you don't get tough, people will be walking all over you. Yeah, Bo is Mura's ex-girlfriend. Gracie Ondari gives in, Ondari takes. um, Dana Ray, this obsession with land is crazy. It's crazy because they just said that I need to buy more and more lands. And I'm like, for what, Mura? This is too much. These people are on a different planet. It means Roro should know there's no land. More she can't with Mura and so. Who else? Who else? Gracie, you said if Mura is 5 or 50 years, new imbroglio, you said that because by the way, but I think Rocio is really secured, just like new imbroglio said. Definitely, definitely, Maisha would be given land whether they are with Rocio or not. And of course, that is Rocio's indirectly. So, Murasinso, whether you like it or not, whether you want to put the ring on it or not, ultimately, Rocio will take over your property, whether you like it or not. So, you better make her happy. Caroline, greetings to you too. Welcome. Zandri, greetings. I see you. Dreams all over the land, all over the place. Guys, by the way, I saw Murimi with a new house. I don't know if it's a donor building or did Murimi sell the remaining land? I don't understand. Caroline, greetings. I see you. Welcome, guys. Kindly like the live stream before we continue. Is the name of the game in that villa, in that village. Yo, guys, kindly like the video, please, before we continue watching. Now that we are done with that, we can just talk about some random things. Some random things that Marwa was talking about before we call it a day. Caroline, oh, okay. Oh, greetings. So, guys, where do I start from? Or should I go to the Mwango'S? No, let's continue with Mura Senso. Mura, I'm still on your neck. the entertainer of all entertainers, because if you can come out here with a straight face and tell people to buy you a machine, X-ray machine, do you know how much that is, Marwa? But you don't care, because who is Mura Senso? So you also came out here and said that um, um, the one who was sponsoring Brian has said that no, I will not do it.
Food, nothing like that. That being said, guys, actually we have some sad news coming straight from Brian's sponsor. Brian, the one we built the house, that is Brian's and grandma's compound. Yes, he's saying that he will not be able to sponsor Brian from now on, henceforth. And he says he has a lot of kids he's sponsoring and is dropping Brian.
Guys, there's no problem with the sponsor dropping her support or his support, but Marwa was very shady when it comes to that, because do you know what Marwa said? Of all the people that sponsor was sponsoring, because the excuse of the sponsor was that I got my own children, I got other people that I'm sponsoring, I will drop Brian. That is his or her wish. It's not your money, Marwa. Marwa comes out here and says that, guys, I don't know, but of all the people, he decides to drop Brian. Marwa, stop controlling people's money. Listen to what he says.
For us, we want to say thank you for first even showing up for Brian in the first place. We are very grateful for whatever contributions you did. To other people, it may look small, or to other people, it may look big. But for us, we don't want to quantify your your support for Brian through measures. We just want to say thank you for even having that heart of saying, I'm going to help this boy. So anyway, now we are looking for someone who can commit themselves to sponsoring Brian to go to school.
Hey, you don't know Marwa's people in the comment section. They descended on Mura Senso. Hey, they were like, boy, you're a millionaire. You can do it. Sponsor Brian. We've never seen you. Oh, yes. Power is back. Thank you, Lord. The reality of my county. Yes. So, guys, people in the comment section, I'm loving the comment section. Look at that comment. I hope you can read on your end. This person said you can sponsor Brian. You're a millionaire is mentioned in the title. Marwa, you fried yourself with the title, because this was Marwa's title. Let me go back and read it to you. My struggles to become a millionaire. And in the same video, even told people that I'm a millionaire. Are you? Can you even? Let me do something with the brightness of this video. I'll be back. Just a second. Just a second. Oh my goodness, can you hear the noise in the background? What was that? Guys, can you even? Thank you for waiting. Thank you. Guys, can you even? That is Mura Senso. Can you even? Do you even have the $1 million? And I love his people, because they were telling him, you're a millionaire. You're even shouting in the thumbnail and your title. You can do it. There's no one. I'm loving Marwa subscribers, because they now understand how Marwa is a user. You come out here telling people that donate for this one and this one. When Marwa himself can do it, he can do it. Is it a must for other people to be doing it and not you? Ellis Queen, I see you. Welcome. Let me try and look for another comment. This person, Stephanie or Stephat, said that stop begging, please. You need to assess these children before jumping to help. They must be dedicated and show potential. Stop begging. If you want to hit 1 million, start traveling, because I think I'll go to that after this one. People were telling him to start traveling because you know what he was doing on that video? Showing people P-O-O-P. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I had to mention that. I was watching it. I'm like, Marwa, do I need to see that? Do you also need to shout on your camera so that we can do what? Let me try and look for another comment. But if you go to the comment section, you will see. You will see. This person said, since you're not sponsoring any kid, please also sponsor Brian as you can afford it. And of course, you know, the Buri leakers were in that reply section telling that person that, no, you can sponsor, Maro doesn't have to. And I'm like, may God help you. Continue being used. This person said, stop begging on your every videos. Please stop. It's irritating. But you're still watching. Well, let me try and look for another comment. This person said, Marwa, stop talking about being a millionaire. You don't see other rich people putting it in the public, how much money they have, as this could attract which attention. Stop it. I used to love Mura's videos, but not nowadays, just begging and begging. So talking about traveling, a lot of people in the comment section were telling Marwa to go and travel. Please, Mura, if you want 1 million subscribers, go and travel. You're becoming boring and irritating. And I was like, what? I need to watch that video to understand that statement because look at what Marwa was showing people. Look at what Marwa is showing people. It's not even a laughing matter, but yo, this is too much.
Should not eat in my home because I pay them. They can, or I can increase their salary, and then they start eating from outside there.
Of course, he's talking about the workers. Marwa is telling them that you need to be eating at least 30 meters away from my villa. I should not be interacting with you because once I interact with these people, guys, guess what happens? They think that we are in the same level. Of course, I don't need to remind you, especially if you've been watching my videos. It's those, what is the name of this prayer? Congratsmum. Congratsmum told Marwa that, no, these people, you show them a lot of love and now they think you're in the same level because according to Congratsmum, there should be hierarchy. Yeah? There should be the master servant relationship. It's not about respecting people, being on the same level, just working. Work is work. But anyway, Mura Senso came out here yesterday and said that, guys, these villagers are very poor and they'll continue working for us. They'll continue working for the Ondari. So, of course, you can see the mentality of these people when it comes to their workers. They don't believe that they're in the same level. They only use this
pooped here. Oh my God, this is crazy. Somebody came and pooped here. This is crazy. Anko, nani alifanya mambo hapa?
Why? That is what Marwa is doing nowadays. That is what Marwa is doing.
They can, or I can increase their salary, and then they start eating from outside there. Outside there. I don't know who pooped here. Oh my God, this is crazy. Somebody came and pooped here. This is crazy. Anko, nani alifanya mambo hapa? Kwa nini?
Marwa was asking the uncle, who is the one that did that? I'm sorry if you're eating, guys, but we have to mention these things. Marwa needs to start traveling because what is this you're bringing on the streets, Mura? Can you go and travel? So he proceeded to ask the uncle. Guess what the uncle said? The fecal matter is all over the place. It's also in the madhouse. the mad hat that Marwa is planning to transfer, to relocate the workers so that they can move away from the villa. Wow. Marwa, you're talking about making sure the workers leave your villa. They don't have to eat with you because you're not in the same level. Guess what? I don't think they even they even want to eat around that villa because that was not the only time. He mentioned 3 times about fecal matter. Yeah. I don't think these people want to eat around filthy compound like that.
My workers from the same plate, same food, same everything business. I realize sometimes when I eat with my workers from the same plate, same food, same everything, some workers feel like we already equals. They lose respect. Or even sometimes they just don't appreciate that you are able to be that, like you really care about them, that you have to eat with them. And also, yeah, it's just a new change. 2016 will be different. I mean, 2026 will be different. And also given that right now my family is not around, and when I travel, things may be stuck 100%. So it's
You're still insisting on Rocio not around. You guys are not in the same page anymore. Now I understand why the lighting is poor. It's because I'm using mobile data. Let me switch to Wi-Fi.
also talking about cooking is we've organized now. Workers will be cooking on themselves, on their own, and me, I do my own business. I realize sometimes when I eat with my workers from the same plate, same food, will be different. I mean, 2026 will be different. And also given that right now my family is not around, and when I travel, things may be stuck 100%. So it's better they start preparing themselves, cooking for themselves right now. And also I told the workers that those who are not willing to cook for themselves should not eat in my home, because I pay them, I can increase their salary, and then they start eating from outside.
We know you will not increase the salary. And of course, talking about people cooking for themselves and you pay them $40. $40. Yeah. You'll be crying about your workers every blessed day because that is indecent salary. That is creamy. That is not allowed here. So, guys, Marwa is out here misleading the slow subscribers, some of the slow subscribers, because guess what he's telling these people? You need to come over, invest in Africa, come to the villa, open a coffee shop. Oh my goodness, a coffee shop around Nyabwanzi. Who will be your clients? Who will be your clients? I come from Africa. Yes, I've been in the village. You think people will come to your coffee shop to buy coffee for more than $1 when they can cook their yummy tea? Hey, and you'll just find the likes of Judy Moy and Janet Harris rushing without engaging their brain to decide whether it's a viable business or not.
Countries like those ones. So that has really pushed people to move to other countries, especially Western countries like the US, Europe. I know Europe is not a country, but countries like those ones, Australia, Canada. Now, the problem with those countries is you cannot really do much because it's saturated. Let's say you want shops. But for example, here in my home here, I can bet you I have to travel to the border town to get a coffee shop. And maybe you may argue, yes, Marwa, why should I open a coffee shop in a bush like this, and then I don't have customers? But the thing is, you create value, my friend. When you create value, that value follows you. So for example, in this case, if you create value here, you open a beautiful coffee shop, people will come here to look for that nice coffee shop. The word will spread. And especially given that we have the internet now, it even becomes easier for the word to spread. You don't have to do too much marketing and paying thousands of dollars to tell people I have a coffee shop somewhere. You just need to do something nice, something beautiful, and then that will give you access.
Convincing the subscribers to open a coffee shop in that open field right there. Marwa, you don't even take coffee yourself, you don't. I'm not discouraging people, guys, but sometimes we just have to face the facts. But anyone with the money to play around, they can go ahead because why not? Celeste Williams, thank you so much. Just came in, and yes, it can be. It needs to be pointed out. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you so much. It's been a while since I saw you. Welcome. Anyone else that joined? Guys, anyone else? John. Oh, John is in the building. John, greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dalaray, greetings to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Poor Sample. Poor Sample. Greetings. Who else? Who else? Who else? Guys, if I didn't mention your name, of course you know. I really appreciate you. Was rushing against time. That is why I was not checking the comment section most of the times, but thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's continue. Mura Sensor was busy. I don't know the obsession with eggs and people stealing eggs, because he's accusing the neighbors of stealing birds, not pigeon eggs. I think you're losing it, Murasen. So I agree with the people telling you to travel. You're losing it.
There to see them. I hear my birds making a lot of noise. I don't know why. Probably somebody's catching their eggs, etc., something like that. Because what happens is sometimes people here, they cannot tell you, hey, you're laying eggs in the corner. I only have one neighbor who tells me that, but the rest of the neighbors, it's very hard to know even what they're thinking about or even what their plan is. This is a dam.
That's not a dam. Marwa, that's not a dam. That, in fact, is a seasonal, not even a permanent, seasonal river. So, Marwa, guys, of course, you know, I've always come out here to highlight how Marwa lies to foreigners to buy land in the village, knowing clearly behind his brain, he knows that in the long run, I'll take over their lands. You remember what happened to the late Jamaican grandma? May she continue resting in perfect peace. She left, passed on, Marwa took over the land without compensating the late family, because that is something that you do in Africa. You rent. I don't want to repeat what I've said before. I even brought a receipt where Marwa was looking for Bushman dude, because Marwa told the subscribers that I'm looking for Bushman dude. I want to rent. I'll be paying him around $150, maybe in 3 months, to rent his open field, free land, so that I can be, so that my not horses can be grazing on his land. But when it comes to Jamaican grandma, he doesn't do that, because he knows the people to play with, which is so shameless, considering that the lady is no more. You should respect the family, Marwa. So that is not all. Marwa is more, the audacity is growing day by day, because this is what he said. Is now using Jamaican uncle's land as a paddock so that the horses can be grazing there without complaints. That is crazy, guys, especially where I come from. You will never use someone's land, even if it's a desert. It's just okay, it's proper, it's ethical, it's, how can I say this, to compensate, you rent it.
Paddock. Yeah. Okay, let's go see my horses on one paddock here. There's a paddock here at Jamaican uncle's land. Let's go there and see what is going on.
Jamaican uncle, continue being used. Mura Senso, you got no shame. Now you're not even waiting for 30 years to come, because that has been our prediction. Once no one is around anymore, if you know, you know, Marwa takes over the land. But nowadays, he doesn't even wait. He's like, I can't wait for all those years. I need to take over. I need to use it to make it a paddock, someone's land. and you scammed that guy to begin with because Jamaican uncle gave you 7,000 USD. You were supposed to refund, but because you're Murasen, so you know what you do. You bought that land, a land which is not even more than $1,000. You gave it to the dummy Jamaican uncle so that you do not repay the 7,000 that you owed him. I don't know what to tell you, Murasen. So you're cursing yourself. You don't do that. You do not use people's land like that. So that is not the only person that Marwa is using their land for. He also said that I want to convince my sister to give me her land so that I can use as a paddock. So you can borrow your sister. I know you also use your sister. How many times have you been using your sister? It doesn't mean that because you're related, you can be using them left, right, and center. She paid for your flight to, together with Rocio, to Argentina, but you had your money intact because you came back, bought a Mercedes. At least your sister, you're asking politely for a piece of land so that you can use it as a paddock. But Jamaican uncle and the other Jamaican, you do not care. You take over like it is yours.
I'm gonna take you up, 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 up. I'll talk to my sister if she will allow me for me to create this as a paddock. I just use like 30,000 and fence. Once I fence, then the horses can be eating from inside here.
That land got baby trees that the Mwango planted, but Mura Senso is so obsessed with lands. He doesn't care. Anyway, Joanna, I saw you. Same to Ann Thompson. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we proceed. We proceed. So, here to say something about Murimi's new construction. I don't know for what reason, because Marwa claims that he influenced that house, Murimi's house construction, because he said, me and my family, we like when we see people building themselves. You didn't build Murimi. You bought land at a throwaway price. You bought a motorbike and you made sure that it never benefited him. The proceeds of his land never benefited him. And of course, I know deep down, Murasen, so you're not happy. You're not happy for Murimi.
Telling Murimi, congratulations. See that house there? It's being built by YouTube. I'm telling you. You see, something funny is my intention, me and the village, especially me as Marwa, because I brought this thing here called YouTube, is actually to see progress. It's actually to see people move. Instead of people living in shanties and looking like ghettos.
But you're promoting that. You're promoting that, and it's interesting for you to claim that mad homes look like ghettos. I'll agree to some extent, but you promote that. You're paying your workers $40, and you just said in the same video that you want the same workers to go and live in the ghettos. You're promoting that lifestyle. You're promoting by buying up people's land, drunkards and people who don't understand themselves. You're promoting it. Stop with this. Oh my God, I brought YouTube. Oh, they are building because of me. No, they are not because of you.
We transform that to a beautiful, amazing, estate. Even if people are fighting me, but they're still doing things like this, congratulations. Congratulations, because at the end of the day, you are aligned to my cause.
Is it called backhanded compliment? I forgot the right term. You're telling people you're congratulating Murimi at the same time you're claiming that, oh, even though we are not in the same page, they're abusing me, blah blah blah, but they're still doing the things that I brought to the village. Keep quiet.
At the end of the day, you are aligned to my cause. Trust me. So whoever is doing that, maybe you're a sponsor or anyone who has contributed, a big shout out to you. Okay.
Of course, you're not happy. Same thing that you did to Fadela. Once you knew that there's a donor sponsoring this construction, so what did you do? You ran to Fadela's construction you were addressing Fadela's donor is who? Why? Because deep down you wish. How many people have you fallen out with? Because of the donors, because the donors are sending their money directly to the beneficiary and not through you. How many times? Of course, you will just lie to your own people out. We know you. Elorey, thank you so much. I see you. So stop, Mura.
No, I don't know why they brought this one see instead of starting with.
We are done with that receipt. Unless for the people that just tuned in, I always advise that you go back and watch the parts that you missed. But maybe I can play this. I'll not react on it. Just play for the record, then we move on.
We will see this end of this month if she's. Guys, if you're coming from America, please, I need some 2 machines. Very important. And it doesn't have to be from America, even from the UK, from anywhere. I need a machine that can scan a horse to see the fracture. Okay. Let's say if a horse like my injured horse, I call her my healing horse. Like my healing horse, I need something that I can always like scan, use to scan. And number 2, I need a machine that I can use to test if a horse is pregnant or not.
You are a millionaire. You're a millionaire. Buy it by yourself. It's your business. How is it your subscribers' business to be buying things for you? How is it? And of course, Marwa, nowadays I'm focusing on Marwa, looking keenly on how he treats his workers because of what has been happening. So I'm always like, hey, let me see how he'll be interacting with that and that worker. But look at what he does. Always, you're mistreating, you're harassing your workers at work because this is what happened. There was a worker drawing water from a well. And if you don't understand, in a well, a village well, not well constructed, you're drawing water using a rope, sisal rope, and down here, there is a container that is just tied with a rope, not chain or something firm. So most of the times, at least maybe 5 times in a year, that container will detach itself from the rope. Accidents. It's normal. Anyone will tell you it's very normal. So that is what happened with one of Marwa's worker. Marwa lost it. Marwa was like, look at this worker. What are you doing? Mura, ulikuwa unafanya nini? Blah, blah, blah. Elvis, welcome. Marwa, you don't know how to be nice to your workers. And then you come out and tell people that these workers just likes insulting you for no reason. Look at yourself, how you treat these people.
They want to grace this very regular. Mura, umeangusha kichoteo? Hata wewe uko serious sasa Mura.
So the worker was very devastated behind the scenes because I know how Marwa reacts. When it comes to an accident, it was not his wish. So Marwa asked in Swahili, of course, as I always told you, whenever you hear Marwa speaking in Swahili, you know it's something very sus. You need to get someone who understands Swahili. So Marwa was asking that guy, did you just lose the container? Did it drop to the well? But their Swahili is so different. What is kichoteo? So that is what Marwa asked. And the worker was like, yeah, it was by accident. Hey, listen, the way I'm talking, of course, I can't say exactly what he said in Swahili, but basically throwing ants and casting at that worker. You're not serious. Now look at what you're doing. It's an accident, Marwa. Why are you so hard on these poor workers? They're just trying to coexist with you. They're trying to earn a living for themselves and their families, but you're not making it any easier.
They want to grace this very regular. Mura, umeangusha kichoteo? Hata wewe uko serious sasa Mura. Kitoe. Imagine that guy went and dropped the thing that Onyx.
Anyway, he cannot come out here and expose himself. He stopped translating. But listen to what he's telling the audience. Look at that guy. He went and dropped the scooter. Let me read that. I saw someone. Was it new imbroglio? Yeah, the scooper. Yeah, the scooper. Thank you, New Imbroglio. Yeah, this is what Marwa was saying. Look at that guy. He went and dropped this, the scooper. He didn't do that, Marwa. It was an accident. So please. And that was not all, guys. I can go on and on and on because there was also an incident that Marwa was forcing another worker to roll a very heavy stone in the river. The worker told him that no, it's so heavy for me. And Maro was like, you never learned anything about life. Can you do it? Push it.
I don't really.
Let me pull up that receipt so that you know, and I know how he treats these workers behind the scenes.
Who try to carry it? Because that place is sinking. Hata jiwe ndio ile hapa. Hebu try to carry it. Oh, okay. Okay, then leave it alone. And the other one? You know, actually, this is the best because it's big. No.
Never stop it. Oh, this is the best because it's very big. Now, what do you want? And you cannot help. You're holding the camera because I'm very sure if Marwa helped that worker, the one that Marwa preferred would be possible anyway.
You know, actually, this is the best because it's big. No, just try to pull.
Telling Marwa, no, it's so big for me. It's so heavy. Marwa was like, no.
You know, actually, this is the best because it's big. No, just try to pull. Sasa hiyo ninafaa kuwa huko, ndio itapelekwa na maji. Sawa, uitoe alafu utaambia Felix wakusaidie.
The guy is basically telling Marwa, no, it's so heavy. It might even dislocate his shoulder. But Marwa is like, no, do it. You do it meanwhile. And then we will ask, I think someone, he mentioned a name, to come and help you. You don't do this, Marwa. If it's heavy, call your workers to help this guy. Don't be forcing things that are very painful, that can even harm their body physically. And then you will come out here and say that these people eat chapati, avocado, beans, rice, and they are running. These people are running, and I'm very sure it's not a laughing matter. And I'm very sure that they'll never afford to eat this kind of meals anymore. Hey.
I'm saying this one is the one that should be there so that the water will not carry that stone away.
And the guy is trying his best. But of course, you know, that is not good. You might dislocate your shoulder. Hey. At Marwa's place, and he doesn't care. What happens to Max One? He dislocated the neck. Marwa does not care.
Mtoto rudi nyuma. Chunga boots isiingie maji. Telling him to be careful his boots don't.
Marwa, that is the least of his worries. He's very worried if he will, hurt himself. He's just, pushing so that you don't chase him. Chase him and tell people not to hire him simply because he could not do what you commanded him to do. Listen to
hii inakwambia nini? Kwa maisha
Nyandege, have you learned something? This act is teaching you that in life,
kauli kabla hata ya kujaribu rafiki yangu.
Don't make a decision without trying.
Jaribu ndio useme imekuwa nzito.
Try before you say that.
Not manage. But now he's managed. So I'm telling him in life, pole, that is his son. You don't have to say it's impossible. You just have to try then. Hapo kuna shimo unajua hivyo. Sasa heri enda tu nayo kama umeifikisha hapo.
The guy wants to give up because it's too much, and Mura is like, no, since you've gotten to that point, you can do it. Continue. And I was so surprised just now to learn that the young boy, besides the guy, is the worker's son. You're ordering, forcing someone's father in front of their child. Because the child understands what Marwa is saying. I don't know how to put this across, but it's not in order, to be very honest. October Rise, thank you so much. I see you. Welcome.
Hapo uko sawa.
Guys, you don't even have to watch the entire day that clip. Let's move to something else. Let's move to something else. With the delusions of Muratan, so everything he sees around his villa is gold. And you remember that the other week, I think 3 weeks ago, he came out here and told Americans, of course, who else? Americans, if you're coming to Africa, bring me that tool that you test random stones to know whether it has some level of gold or not. And I was like, Marwa, but you have one in your villa. He bought it when he was trying to get emerald stone for Rocio. Crazy person.
Basamba is here. So, Peter is here with his son. Peter, hapa mwezi eka kitu hivi kama hapa lijiwe kubwa. Jiwe. Hey. I'm telling them to put a stone over there. Because that place is sinking. Hata jiwe ndio hili.
Well, sorry guys, that was not the receipt. This is the receipt. I was like, why is it not playing?
This could be
Why?
gold. See this?
Work today is broke.
That could be gold. That is mad.
It could be gold. So
Marwa, that is being delusional. Of course, that was not all. Let me increase the speed because we don't have the time to be listening to Marwa's deluded talks and begging. That is all he was doing.
yeah, now you've saved people. But what you need to do is you have to make sure it sits. Otherwise, somebody can step on it. And hey, like that. Yeah, that problem is solved, my friend. Guys, I plan to build a bridge one day here. One day. If I had some cash right now, I'll just do it. But I'm optimistic that I'll build a bridge here one day. We are here because I want to talk to my partner, Big Boss Ben, to show him what is going on.
That was a message to Big Boss Ben in the donors. Marwa said, I'm very optimistic that I'll get the money. Donors, do your thing. I'm just reminding you. No hate, no no bad intentions with my statement. I'm just reminding you. So that is what he proceeded. I think we are done with Muras. Just to highlight for any one of you that will not be watching Marwa's video, he proceeded to tell people that please buy me some bags of cement because I got a lot of projects lined up in the pipeline.
But again, in this modern world, guys, there's nothing you can build without money and all that. So thank you, guys. And if you want to get me one bag of cement or a barbed wire or anything, feel free to contribute because I know the day you'll come here, maybe I'll host you for free. You will enjoy. Actually, I've never charged someone to stay in my home.
Listen to what he says. Marwa, have you forgotten that you tell people to donate so that they can come to the villa? And what happens when they come? Rocio kicks them out. Why are you lying to people? That is coming if you didn't know.
All the visitors you've seen come here from the US and all over. Maybe sometimes they decide to give me a token. Sometimes others do. But I've never said, hey, you're not to sleep in my house. There's one who asked me the other day and I told him he has to pay $1,000 because he wanted 2 rooms, $1,000. But because in Masai Mara they pay that. And then I've worked so hard to build this. Why don't you not support me and you want to support a big hotel like the Marriott? Instead of you taking your money to the Marriott and spending $1,000 or $2,000 a night, why can't you give me that money to help me even do more fencing? See? I can't wait to paint this. I can't wait to paint it. I can't wait.
So he just told people that you'll be paying $1,000 per night. That villa got no running water, no proper toilet, because the hot water be going to the toilet tanker right there. The shower, cold water. The thing got maggots. The heater up there, it's not working. The roof is leaking, but according to Muras, and so you pay $1,000. And at the same time, you're telling people that, guys, donate bags of cement, some barbed wire, because when you come over, I don't charge you.
To me the other day, and I told him he has to pay $1,000 because he wanted 2 rooms, $1,000. But because in Masai Mara they pay that, and then I've worked so hard to build this. Why don't you not support me, and you'd want to support a big hotel like the Marriott? Instead of you taking your money to the Marriott and spending $1,000 or $2,000 a night, why can't you give me that money to help me even do more fencing? See, I can't wait to paint this. I can't wait to paint it. I can't wait. Before we paint, we need to get a power saw to come and just align this, cut this here.
Guys, if you just tuned in, you'll not understand, but we were out here highlighting the not pleasing to the eye that Marwa was showing, some things that are not pleasing to the eye or even to the ears that Marwa was showing in that video.
Na kesho trakta ikija itaanzia juu, nyinyi mkiendelea hapa. Lakini hiyo chosi ni kuweka tu hiyo mbao anko umetengeneza. Haya. So we are building a small pit latrine. Pit is the one that you sit and you drop something. We are building one here because that house, as you see there, I've moved my workers here. They have to.
Marwa, there's some things that you should not be bringing on the streets. Leave it. How do you come here and demonstrate? I think there's a problem with Marwa because you just joined, you missed. There was a time that he was zooming, some PWOP, zooming on camera and asking the audience, who did this here? Is that something normal, guys? Do you think that is something a normal person can do? Zooming, PWOP. Very gross. Who did this, guys? Can you see? Zooming. Can you see? Hey, uncle, who did this? Right now is imitating, not even imitating, demonstrating. Marwa, stop this. Start traveling, please.
So we are building a small pit latrine. Pit is the one that you sit and you drop something. We are building one here because that house, as you see there.
Stop it, Marwa. Or maybe you need to seek help. Something is not okay. Something somewhere is not okay. Very much. So basically, it was just
as an MC.
It was begging and begging and begging. Let me highlight without reacting.
Them females. I was telling you my home screams money here because I don't know if you can see. I need to buy them females. I was telling you my home screams money here because look how beautiful she is. I will do. Pole. And also I need to finish the house. I was telling you in my home everywhere screams, hey, bring some money here. But that's how you build. You see, resilience, my friend.
Resilience with your donors. That is what he was doing. My everywhere in this village, screaming money. Guys, let's move to deemwango before we call it a day, because if I bring some interesting clips by Muras, and so we'll spend the entire day out here.
Plaster them and paint and put lights and all that. One day we will be there. This one has messed me up again. One day we will be there. One day for sure we will be there. All right, guys, let me end this video here. I want to say thank you. Thank you for being part of Team Marwa. Thank you every day, guys, for always watching videos, my sister's videos, my brother's videos. This year I've told myself I'll put myself first than other people. And also remember, I give now classes for YouTube. If you want to learn more about YouTube, I give how many classes a month? 6 classes a month, 6, 15 minutes each, okay, for $1,000. Very fair. Meaning every Monday and Friday, we can have a class with you. Okay. Oh, the water level has really gone low.
$1,000 for 15 minutes. Who will do that? That BS. Marwa, you think people collect money? Eh? What is happening now? Stop screen. Let me pull up deemwango. 2 minutes and we call it a day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kindly confirm that you've subscribed, you've liked, you've turned the notification bell on, you've shared your comments in the comment section. It could be a love heart emoji, it could be anything. It goes a very long way. For now, let me play this clip by deemwango. So deemwango basically came over here to respond to the reactors. This is what she was saying. Oh my God, I'm so petite. My body is perfect. But I'm like, really? Deemwango, I just don't want to come to your level because I saw you when you were cooking right here. Deemwango is forcing the tummy in. Deemwango wants to show the intestines. Don't hurt your body just because you want to force issues. When you were cooking, the body was something else.
I love my body. I love who I am. I hope you also self. I love 10 out of 10 minus nothing. I'm just so excited and it's real. And I think that's all I needed. So outfit of the day. 10 out of 10 minus nothing. I'm just so excited and I love myself. I love my body. I love who I am. I hope you also love who you are. So welcome to today's video. I'm so happy. I woke up full of life, full of grace. Today is another day to get it right. Okay. So as I said, we live in the countryside.
It's good to love your body. I love my body. Everybody, have you liked my video, guys? Everybody. That's how deemwango says. Everybody. This accent, where do you get your accent, deemwango? Everybody. What is everybody? But that was not the case when you were cooking. The tummy was not flat.
Hey.
Guys, don't come for me. I'm not fat shaming anyone. Deemwango came out here and called us obese, fat, shapeless.
That is it for now. Now we need to start cooking ugali. Now I want to teach you this because if you have an African man,
I need to know how to make
you
ugali.
must know how to make ugali. It's mandatory. Also Kenyan man to be specific. Kenya and Tanzania.
Okay.
These two, so this is going to be the most important lesson for you. So first of all, I put water.
Water.
For ugali. Okay.
Directions for peace in
The AdSense. We love the AdSense. I'm trying to pull up a receipt because deemwango was just trying to. At some point, she would forget. She would forget the assignment, and I was here to capture the receipt. I decided that I was not going to that level, but I'm like, why not?
Is this hot? No, okay, like that.
Not wait for that.
Yes, I love. And the fact that I cook and everything turns out the way I love, it's the best thing. I want to cover that for us to cook.
Now it's winter,
Yeah, not now.
But we have a season for corn.
Yes, yes.
Planting corn and taking to the
Deemwango, you've forgotten to suck it in. Guys, I'm not being mean. You know, some people will be watching and they'll be like, neotrends. Don't do that. No, this one came out here and called some nasty words, them reactors out here. So allow me. Guys, allow me.
meal and getting my own powder.
Finger curls for
Okay,
planting.
Dominica. So the water is boiled. Show them, come closer, a little bit closer. So the next thing is you do this. You add
Don't worry, it's for luck.
Okay, we'll take another one instead. Okay, we use this one. And then you do this. You mix.
Guys, I'm so sorry. You know, she came out here to respond. and I'm responding to deemwango ugali belly. Or maybe the hormones are hormoning. Let's hide the new accent. And you know what is funny to me, guys, is the fact that she was trying to suck in the tummy. But of course, you have to forget at some point. And since she came out here to tell the reactors that no, I love my body, everybody. So yeah, Dimwango, let me remind you that the next time, don't forget to suck it in the entire video.
You have to mix properly. So the thing is, you add you add the flour as you go. You see how it's boiling?
I see, yeah.
Like, oh my God, okay. So you keep mixing it. As Gui says, extra. If that's true here in Poland. But you can use your hands because of the long nail.
Yes. Guys, I don't know that type of ugali. As a Kenyan, I cannot eat that one. That is not the right or the proper flour to use. I've never eaten a yellow ugali because this is sweet corn flour, I'd assume. But out here, we use a different type of corn. Not even corn, I think it's maize. Is it even the same thing? I'm very sure that thing is not tasty at all. Someone is asking, Someone is asking, why is Dimwango not measuring the flour? No, guys, you don't measure. These are way fake. Whenever she goes to every country, she changes the accent. Hey, Dimwango is different. Yesterday, she came out here and said, everybody. No, everybody. Everybody. Hey, Dimwango. Anyway, so the reason by then, that was just me being petty. The reason why I played Dimwango's video is because of this timestamp. Let me bring it up. Meanwhile, the sister-in-law was cooking with the Dimwango, and I'm like, this is the time that these people will know the real Dimwango, the real, because the sister-in-law loves Dimwango so much, and I believe it's because she doesn't know who Dimwango is. She just knows Dimwango financially, but doesn't know personality, heart, and this and that. Because just yesterday she was out here laughing at Miss Trudy's, pregnancy journey. That is the type of girl she is. I'm very sure that those people don't know the real Dimwango. Otherwise, she's just out here forcing issues.
Come and say hello. Guys, let my husband say hello. He's working. He just passed by. Hey, husband.
Hello, wife.
Guys, here is my husband. Bend down so they see you. You're too tall. Trust me, he's very tall. You see our age, not age. You see our.
So,
Actually, people want to know what's our age gap.
Peter, I don't know if you'll be honest when it comes to the age gap. I doubt that you'll be honest, but in case you will be, of course, you're way younger than Dimwango. I believe so. We wait and see. But Dimwango, yesterday you came out here and said that I'm cooking for my husband because I'm submissive. But right now you cannot even let your husband talk because I guess you don't want him to expose anything about you. The boyfriend was trying to talk about the age gap. Did you listen to Dimwango jumping in, cutting him so that he doesn't mention anything? And Dimwango concludes, we will talk about the age gap in another sit-down video.
Okay, he's working. I don't want to distract him.
In short, Dimwango is telling the boyfriend, vamos, leave. I just gave you 2 minutes of fame. You can now leave. Me as the boss, me as Dimwango who pays the bills, can you leave?
Let me do what I need to do real quick.
That was a very weird interaction right there, guys. Very weird. Like the boyfriend did not utter a word. He was just following whatever Dimwango was saying.
Guys, let my husband say hello. He's working. He just passed by. Hey, husband.
Hello, wife.
Guys, here is my husband. Bend down so they see you. You're too tall. Trust me, he's very tall. You see our age, not age. You see
Age
our.
gap. So,
Actually, people want to know what's our age gap. We will do that video later. Q&A. Okay, he's working. I don't want to distract him. Let me do what I need to do.
Respect yourself, deemwango, and make this relationship mutual. Mutual. Don't be forcing issues like a crazy woman on the streets. Singat, thank you. She does that all the time when her mom is about to say her real age. By then I remember they were in Mombasa, not Mombasa, but Watamu. And she jumped in that conversation and told congratsmum, no, you don't have to say my age. You don't have to tell people my age. Guys, that was it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kindly confirm that you've liked before you leave. Today we don't have a lot of things to, we don't have a lot of things to discuss, but maybe I'll come back tomorrow or later because today I'm not working. I got all the time. If anything interesting will come up, I'll of course come out and share with you. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, no, earlier. Today I came in late because there was no power and I was so scared to come in and then the power will not come back. It would be a mess. But I'll be coming up at 3 tomorrow. And yeah, kindly turn the notification bell on so that you can be notified whenever I come on a live stream and you can be the first one, among the first ones to tune in because I love that. When you join, immediately I go on a live, it will push the platform to tell people, hey, can you push neotrends content? Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I really appreciate you. Bye bye. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Kindly just confirm that you liked before you leave. Please, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. I will see you. Bye bye.